Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, the Eaton Squad. My name is Addie. So for today's video, let's talk about the 4 ways to avail the one-year visa, or also known as the balikbayan visa, for foreign nationals. Details coming right up. So a balikbayan visa, or a one-year visa given to a foreign national upon arrival, is a privilege to every foreign nationals, not just for former Filipinos. As we all know, former Filipinos are under the category of a foreign national. They are given one-year visa upon arrival, but this comes with a condition. So it's not only former Filipinos who can avail this, but other categories of foreign nationals can also avail the one-year balikbayan visa upon arrival. So let's talk about the 4 ways on how to avail it. So number one are former Filipinos. Who are these categories? So former Filipinos are actually Filipino citizens before who went abroad but have applied for naturalization for a certain country. For example, the United States. If you are actually a resident of a particular country for a certain time, you can apply for a naturalization. In the US, for example, if you came in on a fiancé visa or a spousal visa, it takes 3 years to become a US citizen. 3 years of being a resident of the United States. So, former Filipinos are Filipino citizens who have naturalized abroad but did not apply for dual citizenship. Dual citizenship is actually their option if they want to. It's not mandatory, it's actually your choice if you want to become a dual citizen. The Philippines recognizes dual citizenship. I myself is a dual citizen. Now, for former Filipinos, they can avail the one-year balikbayan visa upon arrival if you guys show either of the following. I know I have discussed this in several of my updates, but let's recap this again on this video. For former Filipinos to avail the one-year balikbayan visa upon arrival, please present either of the following. Number one is your old or expired Philippine passport. So this is your ticket to avail for the one-year balikbayan visa. Number two is your Philippine birth certificate. This can also be your ticket to avail the one-year balikbayan visa. And the third one is the balikbayan stamp. If you have been in and out of the Philippines and have avail for the balikbayan visa already, this can be a ticket also to avail for the balikbayan visa. Now, an immigration officer can automatically give you the one-year balikbayan visa during your immigration process when you arrive in the Philippines, because they can probably see it on their system that you were a former Filipino. But there are also immigration officer that would ask documentations, would ask for specific proof that you were a former Filipino. Some former Filipinos will also inform the immigration officer that they are availing for the balikbayan visa or the one-year visa. So either of these options that I've mentioned, you guys can do so you can avail the one-year balikbayan visa. This is 100% free. So upon entering the Philippines, the immigration officer is going to stamp your passport for 1 year, and that is free. No charge at all. The second way to avail for the balikbayan visa or one-year visa if you are a spouse of a former Filipino. For example, you are a foreign national, an American, married to a former Filipino, and you guys are traveling together to the Philippines. You can avail for the balikbayan visa or one-year visa upon arrival. The conditions are that you must travel together. This will not work if you guys are traveling separately. Documents required is your marriage certificate. So it's either your marriage certificate abroad when you guys get married or your report of marriage. If you guys can bring both, the better. But that is the document that you need to show the immigration officer so your spouse can avail the balikbayan visa as well. Like I said, travel together, because if you guys are traveling separately, your husband will have to enter the Philippines as a tourist. That's how it works. The third way to avail for the balikbayan visa is if you are a spouse of a dual citizen. So wifey became naturalized in a particular country, then she applied for a dual citizenship. You guys plan to have a vacation to the Philippines. You as a spouse of a dual citizen can avail for the balikbayan visa as well, or the 1-year visa, with the condition that you guys must travel together. The documents that you guys need to show is your marriage certificate as well. Marriage certificate when you guys get married abroad, or the report of marriage. If you guys can bring both, that's perfect. Usually, the immigration officer during your immigration process would stamp your passport a 1-year visa. This is for free. Then again, like I have mentioned earlier, you must inform the immigration officer, especially if he is not asking if you guys are availing for the balikbayan visa. Some immigration officers would do it automatically. Some you have to kind of remind them that you are availing for the balikbayan visa. Don't forget, don't skip that, because that is 100% free. That's 1-year visa. Imagine guys, foreign nationals, when they are extending their visa, it costs them 3,000 pesos per month. So that's 12 months of visa extension for free. So avail it, especially if you are traveling together. Now, if you guys are traveling separately, then that will not work. You must travel together to avail this. Before, I've heard that immigration officers would grant you 1-year visa as a spouse of a dual citizen by just showing your marriage certificate. They don't do that anymore. The condition to avail this is you must travel together to the Philippines. Because if you are a spouse of a dual citizen and you are just traveling alone because the wife is already in the Philippines, then you are entering the Philippines as a tourist, and you will only be given a 30 days visa upon arrival. And the last but not the least is if you are a spouse of a green card holder or a permanent resident of a particular country. So if wifey is a 2-year green card holder or a 10-year green card holder, a permanent resident of a particular country such as the US, Canada, or any country that belongs to the visa-free country, the Executive Order 408, your spouse can also avail the balikbayan visa or 1-year visa upon arrival. Also, you can present proof with your marriage certificate, and you must be traveling together as the condition to avail the 1-year balikbayan visa for free. So, I've mentioned this several times already that if you guys are traveling separately, the 1-year balikbayan visa will not work for your foreign spouses. So like I said, always ask for it when you guys are traveling together to the Philippines, because as mentioned, sometimes it's done automatically, but sometimes you should show proof of documentation and that you need to inform the immigration officer that you guys are availing it. Please avail it because it's free, and especially if you guys are staying in the Philippines indefinitely, this is really good for your foreign spouses because they will save money on visa extension. Imagine you will be given a 1-year visa for free. Then you can extend if you guys plan on staying in the Philippines for more than 1 year. This is only to those who have availed for the balikbayan visa. For example, my husband, we traveled back to the Philippines together. I am a dual citizen. He is not a 13A visa holder yet. He was granted a 1-year balikbayan visa upon arrival. Of course, we presented our marriage certificate. I actually presented both our marriage certificate in the US and our report of marriage. He was stamped a 1-year balikbayan visa for free, but then my husband was retiring already that time in the Philippines. So 1-year visa is almost up. We extended it at the nearest Bureau of Immigration here in General Santos City, and he was given a 6 months visa extension. By that time, we are already processing his 13A visa. I also want to add that to those who are availing for the 1-year balikbayan visa or 1-year visa upon arrival, as a foreign spouse, you guys are also exempted for the return ticket or the throwaway ticket or the outbound ticket to the next destination. Since you guys are traveling with a former Filipino, a dual citizen, a green card holder, or a permanent resident, you guys can actually travel to the Philippines on a one-way ticket. I have actually posted the link already on where you guys can download this Republic Act stating that foreign spouses of Filipino nationals and former Filipinos can enter the Philippines on a one-way ticket. So to those who are going home to the Philippines anytime soon and falls under this category, avail it. I have already given you guys the requirements, the documentations that you guys need to show upon arrival during your immigration process. And this is our latest travel updates to the Philippines. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, or inquiries with regards to this video or in any of our travel related videos, please comment it down below and I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Or you can direct message me in our Facebook page and our Instagram. For our Facebook page, it's the Eaton Squad. And for our Instagram page, it's the Eaton Squad Official. You can direct message me there and I will try my very best to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Again, guys, thank you. Thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel and to our family. I hope to see you on our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone.